Hello and welcome to Living Magically. I am your host and fairy godmother, Magical Michelle. And I just have some really good news for you. I really do have some good news for you. And I know everything that's been going on in the world, a little bit of good news is what everybody's looking for. So the good news is I have it. Astrologically and energetically this week has so much hope. It has hope. Now, there is still Aries season. So Aries season has the energy of beginnings, but we have two major Venusian themes. And Venus is the goddess of love. She's the goddess of home. She's the goddess of harmony. Now, Aries is more of the god of strength and war. So I do realize that this does create a little juxtaposition, but this is going to start bringing balance because we also need Aries energy to get things done. And so the combination right now, this beautiful, lovely combination of all these planets now in Aries and getting more and more into Aries as the month goes forward. And also Venus, the goddess of love, moving into her home sign of Taurus. And she just loves it there. And so this is today's big theme. So today and tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, you're seeing this massive shift of energy where this goddess of love, the Venus transition, is moving into Taurus, which has stability, it has harmony, and it is also blooming. Everything is starting to bloom in Florida. And so you too might feel like you're starting to bloom. This is that time where you might be returning to your body. You might be returning to harmony. You might be looking for alignment. You might be feeling this need to come home to your body, your need to make your home more beautiful, maybe creating a nesting spot. And the combination of all these planets and the sun in Aries is that it might be that it's more about your relationship to yourself and really taking care of the body. Really, whether that means more rest, better food. Now, Taurus and Venus and Taurus does have a tendency for perhaps some indulgences like overeating, so be careful about that. But you do have this ability to take control of nurturing your body. And so rest, comfort, cozy pillows, planting seeds. I mean, we are in planting season. It is the time with all these new beginnings, with this move for Venus, it is definitely the time to plant your seeds. Now, we're still in the 6 weeks of all planets moving forward. I love this. The entire month of April, every single day in April has every single planet moving forward. And we're working up to a very big alignment that's happening on the 17th. But I want to stick with this week right now because it is literally the sweet spot. We have one of my favorite full moons of the year, which is the pink full moon. It is the enlightenment moon. It is the moon in Libra. And Libra is also a Venetian theme. So it is about balance. It is about harmony. It is about alignment. It is about finding that balance between your relationships with other people and your relationship with yourself. It is between finding harmony between your work and life balance. It is about beautiful. It also has a lot to do with beautifying your home and finding your health. This is one of those times. So if you're starting to finally feel like you're out of the stuck energy, we are almost out of Mercury shadow, still another week, but we have this full enlightening full moon. Now, I personally celebrate the full moon 3 days before the peak and 3 days after. And things I'm working on starting and igniting and getting going, I like to do that before the full moon. So to me, the big work night would actually be Tuesday night, because the full moon is pretty early on Wednesday morning. So we start 7 a.m. with a new moon. So all of the night, Tuesday night, you'll feel that love, harmony, Libra, full moon. Tuesday night, you'll also feel it Wednesday. And that might mean you're spring cleaning. I'm really feeling like everything wants to be beautified, fresh flowers. It is also Easter week. So if you happen to celebrate Easter, or even if you're getting ready to celebrate Passover, this is a holy time for all kinds of people, from everything from Buddhist to Jewish to Christian to actually New Age and pagan movements. So wherever it is that you're celebrating, this is that moment of rebirth, renewal. We've probably already been born, but like, think of it as the butterfly opening its wings and taking flight. Think of it as the seed either being planted or starting to see that very first shoot coming out from the ground. This is that moment where we are starting to see the path clear, the obstacles removed. And as I like to say, I am the luckiest person on the planet and everything is going my way. And so we're wanting to reclaim hope. And with everything that's been going on in the greater collective, the hardest time for any great change is the mess before the moment. So if you're going to clean out a closet, it's the worst when you've taken everything out of the closet and start trying to go and sort through it before you put it back and take things to the thrift store. So that is sort of what I see in the world collective. It's the mess before the moment. Astrologers have been talking about this year for as long as I can remember, and certainly all the way back to 2017. I've been looking at April 2026 as this moment, this astrological alignment that's happening. It's just never going to be again in our lifetime. It is one of the biggest reset points. I'm even calling it the Great Reset on that 17th of April. And so because I am so aligned with this, I see this as so big, so important. I have been asked time and time again how do I work with my psychic senses? How do I work with my Akashic records? How do I work with my Council of 12? And so we have introduced a masterclass that we'll be announcing. Well, really, right now, I guess it's the first announcement. We're doing a masterclass to prepare for that alignment and to prepare for this season next week on Thursday. I think it's the 9th, but I'm sure we'll drop, if you look in the comments, we'll drop the exact how to sign up for the free masterclass, because I want to share with you how to prepare for this alignment, how to be ready for this really unique opportunity to align. And so we've got this opportunity for you to work in your blue rose, your third eye, your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, and how that connects to your throat. And so that's blue, the color indigo blue, and it's like a lapis lazuli color, and it's all about connecting to your divine intuition, connecting to your divine path of insight and compassion, and also to be working with your soul path. And this is that moment, that karmic moment. And we're leading up to that right now with this moon. So this week, the pink moon brings us to an amazing opportunity to gain clarity, regain balance, come home to yourself, get unentangled, unencumbered. I'm sure some of you are already aware that most of us are using the mantra peace, love, unity, and respect in group global meditations. You can do that at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock Eastern time, to any time, any day, but particularly on Saturdays, to connect to the group global mobilization of unity, love, respect, and it's really bringing back hope, love, peace, unity, respect. And that mantra is something to remember, that we are cleaning up the last bits of an old time, an old era. And yes, we're in it. It looks messy. And my invitation to you is to return to your hope, return to yourself, practice energetic hygiene, practice hopeful, positive prayer, practice your deep knowing that you are part of the solution, that you are making an effort in your own life and changing the world through your heart, your mind, your love. Tap into the Venus energy. And it's a whole week. We've got clarity coming. You might feel like you're speaking your truth in April. I love April's energy. It does have some force to it because of so much Aries energy. But Aries and Taurus, these are energies of doing and being. These are energies of, a lot of people have felt stuck for a really long time. So we know that this is an opportunity for you to make a change. And so let's plant some seeds. And in my case, I'm planting the seed of hope and inspiration. I'm planting the seed of the blue rose. And the seed is coming right here in my mind's eye. It is your creative center. So right now, if you work with your mind's eye, your pineal gland, and I like to call it your first eye. I learned that a long time ago, that our mind is where we create our and design our destiny. Our magic is in our mind. Our magic is in our thoughts. Our magic is in our words. Our magic is in our being, our vibration, our frequency. And so returning to unity, love, healing, respect, peace, calm, returning to yourself, being excited. Another thing is going to happen is you might feel creative. You might feel inspired, because between the Aries energy and the Taurus energy, there's a lot of inspiration. When you see Libra, you're talking about harmony, balance. You're talking about love. And love is the vibration. Love and above is the vibration we hold to make the change. So if you want to see changes in your own heart, in your own life, in your own mind, this is the vibration you're going to be holding on to. So plant those gardens, clean those spring cleaning of the houses. Yes, I'm changing my sheets before this full moon. Yes, I am washing, sweeping. If you want to do a floor wash, it's a great time to use like a lemon water to wash your floors or wash your doorknob. Of course, we always like to blow cinnamon at our front doors at the first of the month. So being on a full moon, it is the perfect time to do a little bit of abundance work. The last day of March and the first day of April, abundance work abounds. And also time to invite clarity, time to invite alignment, time to take, even if it's just one tiny little action step. So my action step was to put out this masterclass. It's free. I want to invite everybody to it. My gift to you is that we're doing this masterclass on this blue rose clarity, happening at 7 p.m. Eastern time on the 9th. If you happen to be in Orlando, Florida, we have a beautiful sound healing with Patrick, an Egyptian oil temple happening on Monday night the 6th. If you want to take it all the way, I have just a few spots left for my trip to England. if you've been dreaming of going to the land of Avalon, the chalice, it is time to just say, this is the garden I want to plant this year, and come stay with us in this beautiful enchanted garden. It's a walled English fairy garden with a 16th century private house in a walled-in English garden on a sacred site right at the base of the Glastonbury Tor. So we have access to the Chalice Well. We'll be going to the White Well. We'll be going to stone circles like Avesbury, and we will be, of course, going to Stonehenge. And last but not least, we will also be spending some time in Bath if you happen to be a Bridgerton fan. And I feel like this energy is very much the Bridgerton Wuthering Heights. Find your romance. Find those little details like making a magic cup of tea. Remember, when you're stirring your water, stir it with a right spin and program what you're drinking, and then drink the water, whether that's moon water or your tea or whatever you're making. Actually program the things that you're drinking. You're made of water. And so you can actually put affirmations into your water. You can put affirmations into your tea. And that's the perfect witch's brew. Someone asked me, is this a good moon to charge my crystals or to make moon water? And this is it. This is one of the most loving, clearest, cleanest moons we're going to see in a very long time. The only one of this year that has such loving energy because of the Venus energy. It is one of two that will happen during the no planets direct, because we also have May 1st full moon. So we begin both months with this brand new energy, and we also have a blue moon in May. So there's a manifesting window beyond any we have seen in a really long time. I don't even like the word manifesting anymore. I really feel like it's more about aligning, connecting to your truest self, and taking action steps, but also being inspired from your future self. And those are the things we're going to work on in my new Blue Rose program, which will be happening on Thursday nights and right in this sweet spot. So we're going to start the night before the big alignment on the 16th of April. We will have the next rose gate, which is the Blue Rose Gate. And we will be doing how to just really know what your destiny is through the Akashic records, through your record keepers, through your Council of 12 and your future self, and how to connect with that, how to align with that, and how to just take action, inspired action through that. I know that I know that I know that I know. And that is my psychic sense. It's clear knowing. And it comes from this work, this universal truth work that I will be sharing as a mystery school in the Blue Rose program. So it's my favorite creation I've made to this day. Of course, I'm always in love with whatever program I am creating, but they always get better because I'm always studying. I'm always making more knowledge. So I have spent the last year not creating a new program. So this is the work I've been doing and kind of secretly honing over the last year. So if it's been a while since you've been in a program with me, we've made it really easy for you to join. It's once a week. It's 90 minutes once a week, and it has big, beautiful lessons, and it is right here in this aligned time. So it's timed perfectly astrologically to help you navigate this window of opportunity. So I hope you'll join me. And last but not least this week, I just want you to be in awareness that if it is not aligned for you, it is no longer comfortable for you, it might start fading. There's going to be parts of you that just are, and maybe even belongings or things you used to do that just aren't the version of you that's showing up now. It's okay to just accept closure. It's not about necessarily this big getting rid of. It's more like feeling whole and complete. I don't need to be that person anymore. Like, we wanted to go dancing on Saturday night. That was the plan. But I'm 54 years old now, or I will be in April on my birthday, which is April 24th. When that happens, I'm going to be 54. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Anyway, and we decided that maybe we don't want to go dancing at 10 o'clock at night. Maybe we want to go sit and have a nice time with our friends on a Saturday afternoon. And that felt more in alignment. I wanted to rest. I wanted to enjoy their company. I wanted to actually be able to hear their conversation. And it just turned into such a magical day. So sometimes you think this is who I was and I should do that. But it might be an invitation to find out this is who I am, and that's what's going to make me feel good. I've created myself a little basket right now of non-digital activities, because with everything going on the internet, I just need some time to do a junk journal, do some art, paint a little. Anything that isn't getting me scrolling through social media. And anytime I feel a little off, I just take a break and I take my little basket and maybe I put some stickers in a calendar. But my point that I'm making here is, what is going to bring you back to yourself? What is going to inspire you? What is going to make you feel good? It's a great time for making magical crafts. It's a great time for creating, if you make your own candles, if you create your own herb bundles, if you want to do any kind of witchy crafts, this is a beautiful time. It is literally magic all the way into May. This is one of the sweetest spots I've ever seen in astrology. And so I invite you to use this time to your advantage. Connect to Venus. Invite her to surprise and delight you this season. And I invite you to disconnect from the negative. They want you to feel negative. They want you to feel like your frequency is destabilized. That's actually one of the ways that they have control over you. But if you rise to love, unity, peace, respect, if you change your vibration, you start sending that to those who need it. It goes beyond the noise to put the transmission out to what we're choosing. We're choosing the new earth of love, unity, peace. We're choosing respect, love, kindness. We're choosing alignment, harmony. We're choosing balance and love. We're always choosing love. Love wins. This is the love revolution. This is the time where standing for your heart-based life is going to matter. And I'm going to share a card. I did a card pull earlier with my Monday. I meet with Jillian, who is out in South Africa. And it's so great to just have the perspective of someone on the other side of the world. Someone who, if this is my spring, this is her fall. Someone who is in a completely different hemisphere, in a different continent altogether. And yet it's always a parallel. And we pulled a few cards, so I just wanted to share them. Navigate from the heart, the 8 of light codes. I really feel that this is the key. Navigate from your heart. We pulled the chalice, which is be the vessel to receive. Be the priestess of activations, priest or priestess of activations. Be in the magic, not in the fear. Be the change you want to see in the world. That is exactly what the pink moon is always about. And return to the mother tree. Send love into the earth grid. It's the 10 of light codes. Send light into the atmosphere. Send hope into the atmosphere. be a beacon of light and be grounded. Venus is very earth-based. So we're here on planet Earth, creating new Earth. We are connecting to the light, whether that's the moonlight, the sunlight, and our own inner light. Remember, you are walking, talking divinity. Every single moment of every day, invite that you are surprised, delighted, and aligned with your light. And remember, you're magic. Remember that magic is in the details. And so if you just start moving toward the Venusian Aries energy of action, aligned action, love, harmony, beauty, seeing the beauty in people, seeing the kindness in people, seeing compassion, giving respect, it's all going to work out. I promise. I know it. I know it in my heart. I know that I know that I know. And that's why we wanted to bring the blue rose to you right now, to be that beacon of love, to be that beacon of intuitive hope, and to be that that light in the world right now. So I will see you very soon. Live magically, and I love you.